Hi, I'm SoCal Honey Badger, and that was my intro. There we go, tier list maker. Okay, so in S tier, easily Jackie, Yanni, Cetralon. Okay, and where are we at? Liu Kang and Kung Lao at the very end. So let me explain, now that I'm on camera. What's up? Laughing my ass off, Pog, right? So let me explain why. First of all, the top two characters are upgraded Jackie and first round KO. And they're kind of interchangeable. I think first round is better, but most people think upgraded is better. It doesn't fucking matter. They're both stupid. So I put Jackie as the best character in the game, hands down. Like, the only time Jackie loses is when she gets outplayed by a stronger player. But she never loses because of a bad matchup. It just doesn't happen. She's got, like, the fact that she could stagger 4-3-1 without having to use the sway, right? Like, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about that, right? And then she can do 1-1 to be plus and then do 4-3 again. That's cheap. 4-3 low crushes. That's cheap. So if she does a stagger and you're like, okay, I'm going to stick out a poke to like stop her, and you stick out your like long range poke like a down 4, she low crushes it and gets a full combo punish, right? If she does 4-3-1 and then backs up just slightly, you're down 1 and you're down 3 whiff, she gets a full combo. You're down 4, which would catch her at that range, gets low crushed by 4-3, she gets a full combo. And like, okay, so she's a monster up close, which is cheap. Play the long range game. The problem is she's never not in close. She's like 2 dashes from full screen, and now she's in back 2 or dash punch range. Like every time, no matter what. She just, you sit there and you're like, I'm gonna zone her. Full screen, 2 dashes, now I can do back 2 or I can do dash punch. And that's if she's not upgraded. If she's upgraded, fucking upgrade shit, right? Of course, you put your man in S tier. I've said from the start, Kung Lao is top tier. From the beginning, from the release of the game. Johnny Cage. The reason why I put him at top tier is because down 1 Rising Star is still good and his zoning is still good. And the fact that Shock Jock, he can get an unbreakable, like, fucking 800% of your health with his Fatal Blow cancel. Like, that shit's really fucking good. He's got a very strong neutral, and he can rush down. And, like, you would think, like, oh, Johnny Cage doesn't have a good mid. He's only got forward 4-4. You can't combo off of it. It doesn't go anywhere. But the thing is, the mix-up of forward 3 and back 3 is really, really fucking strong. Like, that shit is absolutely strong. Ace of Knaves, Joker has to be top 5. I wouldn't put him top 5. I wouldn't. It's matchup inexperience as to why I don't think Joker is top 5. I think people just don't know the matchup that well. Next would be Cetrion, and again, the results speak for themselves. She's the best zoner in the game.
In desperate need of therapy.
And she's really good up close. And Dragon is getting top 4 in every tournament with Cetrion. So, like, it doesn't matter what you think about Cetrion. Her game plan has been working, right? And then again, the same thing with Liu Kang. Like the same thing with Liu Kang. Like everything, like the results speak for themselves. Like there's nothing, like you can't argue with Liu Kang results with Ninja Killer. What is the fucking shit? I'm not even on Joker, but I'm getting it ready. Am I fucking variation 1? I thought I picked variation 2. Jumping Jester. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this shit. Right? That shit. Jumping Jester. Okay? So you do this shit. Right? He does this shit. Okay? Or this shit. Okay? He's minus 21. And the thing is, if he does this, right? He does this. Like he's minus 14. Like all of his pressure you can get through offline. It's just nobody did, and Sonic Fox is good enough to hide it. It's not Sonic Fox winning Final Kombat with Joker is not that Joker is top 5. It's that Sonic Fox is just that much better than the people he played. Anyways, moving forward. So again, we're on Liu Kang. The reason why Liu Kang I put at top 5 is because the results speak for themselves. Ninja Killa is still putting in work. He was like this close to being world champion with primarily Liu Kang in that matchup with Sonic Fox. Kung Lao, I put at top 5 because I've said it from the start. I've covered this several times on stream. If somebody, I don't look at necessarily only tournament results. I look at what a character is capable of. And down 1 orbital hat into forward 4 spin is 30%. It's 30% for trying to poke. You can't poke. That's why Kung Lao gets away with mashing down 3s and grabs so much. Is because you know that if you push a button, the orbital hat comes out, you lose a third of your health. And most of that damage, it doesn't matter if you break it. It doesn't matter if you break it. If he does down 1 orbital hat, forward 4 spin, that's unbreakable, right? Spin, launch, break, jump kick, dive kick, which is how you end the combo anyways. So I still get the damage whether you break or not. 30% unbreakable off of trying to counter poke after blocking my poke. That is cheap. That's why it costs 2 bars. Kung Lao can do that as soon as he gets in. The only reason why I don't put him further up the tier list is because he struggles with zoning. But the thing is, if you can navigate zoning, then Kung Lao, then that's not a problem. And the fact that Kung Lao's weakness of being in the neutral, he can't use 4-2-1. Yeah, you can with orbital hat. Orbital hat's -4. 4-2-1 orbital hat. Now I'm safe. Can't punish me, and I'm in. I'm right in front of your face. Right in front of your face with my longest range attack. That's -14 for a reason. Guess what? It's -4. I'm safe. I'm in. I own your ass now. Like there's, and if you want to argue about results, Kung Lao's have been getting top 8s consistently since the game is released. And Foxy Grandpa's gotten top 3s with hat tricks, which isn't even the variation that I think is good. So the fact that you've got Scar, Splash, Foxy Grandpa getting consistent top 8s with the character, yeah, if you don't think he's a top 5 character, you can sit there and believe whatever you want, but the results speak for themselves. When I was saying Kung Lao was top tier, it was mostly theory craft. There was a debate that could have been had. But now here we are, a year of the game being played, and has Splash ever not hit top 8 at a major that he went to? Because I can't think of one that had Splash in it where he didn't hit top 8. Same thing with Scar. I can't think of one where Scar didn't at least get top 16. Mostly he gets top 8s. Foxy Grandpa gets top 8s when he plays fucking Kung Lao. He got a top 3 with Kung Lao. Nobody's won a tournament with Kung Lao. But the fact that the 3 top players that have been going to majors have been able to place in top 8s every time they've went and they play Kung Lao, especially Splash and Scar, who are Kung Lao mains, tells me that the character is being underplayed by everybody. Everybody is underplaying him. Everybody, no, he's not that good. No, you keep saying he's not that good. And when you get 0-2 and you go home from losers because Splash played that character and you got him in your pools, you keep thinking that he's not top 5. Keep thinking that Kung Lao is not top 5. How many people got sent home from losers by Splash in a tournament thinking Kung Lao's not top 5? The only person who fucking agreed with me that Kung Lao is top tier is Sonic Fox, who said everybody's top tier, and Deoxys, who put Kung Lao in top 5. And I bet you Splash and Scar, if they're not downplaying their character, would agree with me as well. So that's why Kung Lao is in top 5. Let's see. Let's be honest. Pressure characters are top tier. By the way, Ninja Killa follows me. Nice! Ninja Killa follows you on Twitter? That's cool. He follows me as well. Buff Garrus, he's bottom 3. I don't think Garrus is bottom 3. Super Frost, what's going on, man? Sorry, we're doing a tier list, so I'm trying to explain in between. Also, I don't know about Lao being better than Joker. They're both good as fuck, though. I just showed why. Been a while since I've been active on Twitch. Well, thank you for coming back. This is why Kung Lao is better than Joker, right? This shit, -21. Push a button. It's not actual pressure, right? You can do this, right? You can do this. Hold on. Hold on. Ah, come on. That shit, right? What's the other one? What's the other one? All of that shit's minus. It's like minus. Jack in the box. This one. That. Right? That's the close one. So it's +24 if he does the close one. That's it. That's the only thing. But what's the startup on it? What's the startup? 68 frame startup before the move becomes active. So right now, Sonic Fox... Thank you, Gabriel Dion, for the follow. Right now, Sonic Fox got away with because a lot of people didn't know the matchup. But people are learning the matchups, and then you're not doing that shit offline. Online? Yeah, dude, you could sit there and do this shit all day. Do this, right? That. You do that shit to me in an offline tournament, I'm pushing buttons. I only need to see it once. I'm pushing buttons. I'm interrupting. Full combo punish. You do that one time, full combo punish. Because 68 frames is by far reactable. Like, that is very, very much reactable. Like, you will see that shit. Offline, you will see that shit and you will push buttons. So, anybody getting hit with Joker gimmicks, it's just online gimmicks. That's like saying Sub-Zero's top tier. He's top tier online, but you ain't getting away with that in an offline tournament. And that's what I base my tier list off of. And that's what I base my training off of. And my play style and everything is be prepared for an offline tournament. Because I want to go to more offline tournaments when they come back. But you're not doing that offline. That's why nobody was able to pull off any tournaments except for Sonic Fox with the Joker. And Sonic Fox just gets away with it because he trains with all those people. So he knows, like, you know, he trains with Samij and Deoxys and Ninja Kill. He knows their ticks. He's outplaying them. It's not his character. It's him and his opponents. He outplays them. That's why he wins with Joker. Let's see. Does he know we can't see the combos that he's doing? Oh, that's right. Because I have it set. So let me show you. That's why. That's why. My bad, guys. Okay, so let me show you. So you see Joker, he does this shit, right? Not that. Right? So that's minus 21. That's punishable, right? If he does this, hold on. Minus 21. Minus 21. That's punishable. You just push a button. Push a button. I'll set Sub-Zero, right? I'll set Sub-Zero. Record. Recording slot. Get up reversal, right? Just 1, 2, ice, right? So I do this. Why isn't he doing it? Let me set it real quick. Hold on. Reversal. Oh, what am I doing? What is this? Get over here. I'll show you guys. Reversal mode. On. Custom reversal. Accept. Record. Wait, that's not it. Over here. Record. Record. There we go. Okay. Bam. Right? So, see that? Punish. See? Hold on. He's not blocking the second hit or the second one. He's just because there's a gap that you could push a button. But yeah. Throw that out. Punish. Throw this out. You're at neutral, right? Throw this out. Punish, right? So I do this. Punish, right? Let me do this one. This is the setup you see a lot. Well, because he's trying to interrupt. He's trying to the AI is trying to interrupt. I don't feel like fucking with it right now, but I'll show you the frame data. So if you look at the frame data, Jack in the Box starts up in 68 frames. That's seeable. That's like not just seeable, but like even if you don't play fighting games, you can react to 68 frames. Like that's beyond the realm of seeable. You can just push a button, right? This shit, 19 frame startup, minus 14 on hit. That's this shit, right? That just resets you back to neutral, even if I charge it, right? Minus 14, you can't really punish it. I could set Sub-Zero to punish it with slide. That's a matchup option, right? Custom reversal. Oh, shit. I have them set to fucking variation 1. But you can punish that with slide. Minus 14, punishable. That's punishable, right? This, punishable. It's gimmicks. It's gimmicks. You could fall for that shit online, but it's not going to work offline. In a tournament, people will push buttons against it. Like, again, Sonic Fox did well with that character because it's Sonic Fox. Put Jade on a tier just saying, yeah, I'm going to get to her. I'm going to get to her. I'm going to get to her, Epic lol. King of the Hill this weekend. I'm going to start a King of the Hill. Are you making a tier list? I decided to check during class. Yes, I am doing a tier list. But yeah, that's why I don't put Joker at top 5. He's not top 5. He's good. I'm not saying he's bad. He's good, but he's not top 5. No way. No fucking way. You just push buttons. Anyways, let me get back to the tier list maker, right? So then after Joker, this is where the majority of characters are going to be, right? So we have, not after Joker, after Kung Lao, we've got Joker, we got Garrus, we got Faust, okay? We got Kotal Kron, okay? We got Raiden, we got Collector, we got Kano, we got Jax, we got, not that guy, this guy. We got this guy, okay? And we got this guy. Why is Collector down there? Get over here. You're up there. And Cassie, okay? That would be the next bracket. And then I would put Devora in there as well, but I don't have any space. Okay, so I'm going to rename this to Great. It's still going to be label name. A continued. Oh. Great. A. Right? Same color. Same color. Okay, Devora in there as well. And I'll explain each one. So, I actually think Garrus above Joker. Can we swap? Can we swap? There we go. This isn't exactly the order, but I put Garrus as number 6 in the game. Out, like, hands down. He's number 6 in the game. Eternal has the tick grab, fucking combo break, escapes. He's got all kinds of stupid shit. Eternal, like, he's still good. So you can flawless block 4-2-1-2. So you have to think now. Oh, I'm sorry. You have to think instead of just dial a string and win. That doesn't make the string any less good. And it's still hit confirmable in the fucking time freeze to combo. So, like, he still has all the tools. It's just if you are brain dead and you mash them out like an idiot, then yeah, they can flawless block you. They can flawless block you if you play like an idiot. That's it. He still has all the tools. Still has all the same tools. He can't run away and throw sand traps anymore, but he never needed that anyways. The fact that he had that made him, like, super cheap. But they took that away. Now he's just like a regular character. Wait to see where you put Collector. Boy, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Knew was top 10, changed my mind. Shake my head, there's no C tier in this game, right? Anyways, moving on. Joker, already covered him. I covered why I don't think he's top 5 in the game, but he's still good. Like, I put him right after Garrus. Like, he's still good. He's damn good. Like, he has an 11 frame mid. He can convert all kinds of crazy shit into combos. He's got mix-ups for days off of whether or not you're going to get hit by a fucking jack-in-the-box. It's hard to react to that shit online and offline. If you don't have experience and played a Joker main, he's going to catch you with gimmicks and shenanigans all day. You're just going to fucking eat jack-in-the-boxes all day. Like, he's really, really good. So, like, yeah. Like, he's not top 5 to me, but he's absolutely in the top. Next, I have Frost. This is where it gets kind of muddy. These are not really in order, right? Garrus is absolutely number 6, and Joker is absolutely number 7. The rest of these characters, it could kind of go anywhere. Like, they can kind of bounce around. Their strengths and their weaknesses are kind of not really like they're not like stupid cheap, but you could win a tournament with them. You could win Evo with all of these characters. Frost, like, she has every tool. What does she not have? What does this character not have? Especially in Arctic Anarchy. She's got a dive kick. She has an 11 frame mid that's hit confirmable into a special that launches for a full combo. She's got a special move that you can meter burn and it's safe and hit confirm into full combo. She's got mix-ups. She's got very good strike throw. She's got a jail off of down 1 now. She has an absurd jump. Like, she could just jump in on you all day. She's got great long-range normals that knock you down or lead to combos. The only thing, and she's got one of the best fatal blows in the game. Like, hands down, easily, right? because it doesn't scale. So even if you don't use it as an unga bunga rando fatal blow, that shit touches you in a combo, it doesn't scale. You're taking damage. The only weakness Frost has is her damage is really, really low. Like for 1 bar, like you're looking at like 20% for 1 bar, and her execution is very high. So a lot of people struggle with her execution. And oh, you know, I forgot to put Shang in there. Oh, well, I could extend great. Well, fuck it. I have 2 things for great. But yeah, Frost, her only weaknesses are her execution. If you can't pull off her shit, then you're going to struggle. And like her damage is low. So that kind of keeps her out of the top tier, but she's not bad. Like she's absolutely in the mid tier. Kotal Khan is cheap. Tick throw. He has three tick throw setups, and they're all 50-50s that lead to a combo. Yeah, he's punishable if you guess right, but on top of the fact that he controls the neutral space really, really well, and he can fucking do that forward 2 nonsense. He can do shit to keep himself safe. He can control horizontal space with his sword, and then if he gets in, it's a 3-way mix up off of everything. You can go down 1 into fucking tick throw. You go down 1 into con cut if you're anticipating down 1 into tick throw, and then full combo punish you. You can go 1 into tick throw, or you can go 1 into con cut to catch you trying to jump the tick throw, or you can go 1-2 into tick throw and 1-2 into con cut. The only way to avoid the tick throw, the fucking whee or whatever it is, because it's a mid grab, you have to jump. If you jump, he launches you with con cut. So from 3 different setups, he puts you in a 50-50 situation once he gets inside. And he doesn't even have to get inside. He could just play the neutral all day. Fish for 4-2-4 and fucking hit confirm that into con cut. Like, he doesn't have to be close. The only weakness Kotal Khan has is, like, he doesn't do well against zoning. Zoning is kind of a pain in the ass for him. But you can always counterpick that. Go Baluk, summon your totems, and just fucking chill and be like, yeah, fuck you, zone me. I'm healing. And I have totems. And I don't give a shit. Right? Raiden is good. As soon as he gets a charge, everything is safe. He controls space. What is that? Forward 4 into fucking staff slam? Pfft. What are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about that? From footsie range, he's now in your face and safe. And it puts him right back in range to just do it again. So long as he has a charge. That's the only weakness to Raijin, is he has to have a charge. As long as he has a charge, everything, he can convert everything into fucking 30% combo. If he doesn't want to, he can keep himself safe. He has a 6-frame punish. Means moves that no one else can punish, Raiden can punish. And that fucking discharge, if he meter burns it, that shit hurts. That shit does a lot of fucking damage for just being a raw special move fucking into fucking off of a block. So you're like, oh yeah, man, like, fucking, I'm -7. I just have to block. No, you're punished. Raiden punishes -7 with fucking discharge, and it hurts. As long as he gets a charge, Raiden is cheap. Next we have Kano, Molotov Kano. I mean, there's not much else to say about Molotov Kano that hasn't already been said. He's good. He's not bad. He's great. If he gets you in the corner, you're dead. You've lost. If Kano gets you in the corner, you lose automatically. Like, that's like the comeback of comebacks if you can get out of the corner when Kano puts you there. And he doesn't have a hard time getting you there either. A lot of his stuff kind of pushes you to the corner pretty well, especially like meter burn Kano ball. Like, that gives you a lot of spacing. The only problem with Molotov Kano is without the corner, his damage is pretty low. But he's got gimmicks. He's got, like, cancel anything into fucking slime. Be safe unless you're fighting like Sub-Zero or some of the characters that can punish it. It's not easy to punish. You kind of have to know that it's coming. Usually he just does it and it hits you and now you've got a dot. Like, Molotov Kano's good. He's got the tools to get anywhere in a tournament. Like, you could win with Molotov Kano. In fact, if Joker didn't come out and Sonic Fox didn't fall in love with Joker, I think he probably would have played Molotov Kano at Final Kombat, and he probably would have took it. Because that's who he was playing before Joker came out. Next, we have Jax. Jax has, like, absurd comeback potential and ridiculous mids. So on Jax, you have to block, right? Plus, he has mix-ups off of that. So you have to block, and you have to guess the mix-up, and he can just grab you. The only problem with Jax is without crushing blows, his damage output is really, really low. But it doesn't matter because all he does is keep you in a guessing game. Everything he does leaves you right in front of him where you have to guess again, right? So he does 4-3-3 into overhead. Doesn't matter. Knocks you down. You have to guess. 4-3-3. 4-3-3 into grab. Grab both of his grabs. Give him Oki. You have to guess. 4-2. Advancing mid. Leads to an overhead. Leads to literally a 50-50. And guess what? Both options leave you right in his face for Oki. You have to guess. You can do delayed wake up, delayed buttons, but it doesn't matter. Like, he'll just block. Like, he's where he wants to be. There's no, like, resetting to neutral. Like, if you do delayed buttons, he blocks and he's still in your face. He still down ones you, and then now he starts his offense. The only thing is, like I said, his damage output's kind of low unless you go for Grin and Barrett, in which case his damage isn't even bad. He's got huge comeback potential. He's never out of the fight. Jax is always like 2 or 3 guesses away from stealing the round. And like that can win tournaments. Noob Saibot, I've already covered that Noob Saibot, like I put him like right under top tier just because like you never have to think with Noob Saibot. Just 1-1-3, slide, 4-2-2-1, slide. As long as you have decent fundamentals, all you have to do is touch him 4 times and you win. So like that's why Noob Saibot's so fucking good. Because touch him 4 times and you win. It's not hard to touch someone 4 times. Not hard at all. Not hard. Not when you can get meter burn slide off of everything. So his other 2 variations, they can't combo off of everything. You can't do air hook off of 1-1-3. Doesn't work. Got to do 4-2-2-1 to get air hook, right? Yeah, with the teleport one. Can't get teleport off 4-2-2-1. 4-2-2-1, teleport whiffs. So right there, you in one variation, you lose his best long-range attack. In the other variation, you lose his jab string. Seeing double can combo off of both of them. So there's no point where if he chooses to do a string, it's going to hit you for 25% if you were not blocking. He only has to touch you 4 times, and he doesn't have anything that's like hard to do. Like his corner combos, I drop them all the time. That's because I don't practice them. They're not hard. Nothing he does is hard. And in a tournament, not having to think is an advantage. Not having to worry about combos. Like Noob Saibot doesn't drop combos. 1-1-3, back 4-3, meter burn. You're not dropping that. It's never getting dropped. The guy who plays Frost and drops a combo is going to lose to the guy who plays Noob Saibot and never drops a combo. Dropping combos, like that's just damage you don't get. Whereas Noob Saibot never has to worry about that. And that's really big in tournaments. Because you're already anxious, you're already stressed, you're already like pressured, right? Because you're at a tournament. And it's like, oh, if I lose 2 times, I'm out. And so you have all this shit going through your mind on top of trying to outplay your opponent, and then you're trying to keep your execution on point. Noob Saibot removes that. There's no execution with Noob Saibot in seeing double. Just block. Make sure you don't like push buttons outside of your turn. Touch them 4 times, you win. That's why I put Noob Saibot there. Shang and Term higher. I don't need to put them higher because I said that like pretty much this whole tier outside of Garrus and Joker, all of these characters are equal. Everybody after Joker is like the same. Terminator, right? So after Noob, not after Noob, but after I explained Noob, now I will explain Terminator, but they are equal. Terminator's cheap. Mix-ups for days. You think, oh, well, I can't get in on him. Well, he just runs, and he has a shotgun. Like, he can contest long range. Like, he has tools. They're not good. You're not going to zone with Terminator. But if he gets a hit, like, if he gets one hit, if he runs in, he gets a crushing blow off the run. If he hits you with a shotgun, meter burns, he gets a knockdown, dashes a couple of times, now he's in your face right in 50-50 range. And Terminator, he's not exactly a 50-50 character because 4-3 is 19 frames, so theoretically you could react to it, but it's still hard to react to. It's hard to react to. So you're basically stand blocking and then looking for 4-3, looking for the 4 to confirm 4-3 or react to 4-3-2 and then block that low. So you just block high. But even then, if he does 4-2, hits you with the overhead, he's got unseeable mix from there. Like he can sit there and go for you can go for the overhead into command grab. You go overhead into overhead into shotgun if you're trying to neutral duck to avoid the grab. You can go overhead into fucking what's the fucking move? The grenade off of Variation 3. Variation 3, I think, is very good as well. Haku has shown me the truth on that. But Variation 2 is still... I still think Variation 2 is stronger just because Variation 3 has execution problems. And, like, he's not bad, but, like, he's going to struggle. Can I help you? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Trying to record this for YouTube. I'll have to edit this. Sorry, Mrs. Badger wants me to charge the Switch. She has played Animal Crossing all day, and now it is dead. Anyways, that's Terminator. Terminator's, like, not really... He doesn't really need too much explanation. Nobody's really done well in tournament with him, but I think it's because, like, people didn't realize how good he was until, like... right when the coronavirus hit, and then like now people are discovering, oh shit, Terminator's actually really fucking good, and like he's top tier. And when tournaments start back up, you'll see some top 8s with Terminator easily. Collector, again, all these characters I'm naming are like equal in the tier list. Collector is cheap. Fuck you, creative. Fuck you. Collector's cheap. He has a mid grab. He's got staggers. He controls the neutral. His only weakness is zoning. Like, even then, he's got a teleport in the variation with a command grab. So, like, he's got answers to zoning. It's still a weakness for him, but he at least has options. And once he gets in, fuck. And the reason why I think Collector is so good is because all of his damage and all of his combos is front loaded. If he gets a hit, he goes into Bola. Then he gets a jump into fucking chain launch, and now you can break. And by that time, he's already done like 25% damage. So even if you do break on Collector, all you're losing is like another 5 to 10%. That's all you're saving yourself. Like, you may as well not break at that point. But if you don't break, he hits fucking hard. His damage is front loaded. He's got a mid grab. He's got tick throw setups. He's got Bola cancels in case somebody doesn't know the matchup. He can sit there and Bola cancel and pressure you all day. He's got some of the best like long range normals, and a lot of them just hit confirm into combos. The Collector's got the juice. Let's see. Fucking chain swing. Trying to keep up with chat while also keep up with like explaining things. Collector, yeah, Collector's definitely A tier. He's right under S tier. Like all these characters in the A tier are even, in my opinion. Next up is Cassie. Again, tournament results have shown, even after they nerfed Cassie, Samij is still getting top 8s consistently with her. Like, every time he's lost, it's always been being outplayed. It was never like, oh, I can't see where he could have made a better decision and won. Every time Samij has lost with Cassie, it was always like, yeah, he made a bad decision here, he made a bad decision here, he made a mistake here. That's what cost him the match. It was always mistakes that cost him the matches. But it was never like, oh man, there was nothing he could do. You know? Like, there was no point where you watched the match and said, yeah, he just had to hold that. No, every time he lost, he was outplayed. And so the fact that he can get top 8s, and if he didn't make certain mistakes in his matches, could have won, absolutely means that Cassie is still A tier. Devora, the only problem with Devora is her execution and all of her setups and shit are just kind of hard to do. Like, Buzzed is cheap. She's got unblockables that loop into unblockables that lead to big damage. Like, unblockables that loop into themselves that lead to big damage if she decides to cash out, yeah, that's cheap. You'll win a tournament with that. Sonic Fox almost did. The only reason why he didn't win is he fucked up a couple of execution errors. You see him drop combos because he like wasn't as trained up on the character. But he absolutely could have won every tournament with Devora. And then after that is Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung, I would say after Cetrion is probably the best zoner in the game. The only reason why I wouldn't say Shang Tsung is equal to Cetrion is because like Shang Tsung's just not as good as Cetrion. Like, if Cetrion didn't exist, Shang Tsung would be the best zoner in the game. But because Cetrion exists, Shang Tsung, like, the difference between Shang Tsung and Cetrion is Shang Tsung doesn't have the normals that Cetrion does. Like, he's got, you know, forward 2, it's really slow. He's got back 1, it's really slow. He's got back 3, it's a 10-frame mid, but it has no range, so he has to be sitting on you to do it. So, like, he doesn't have good buttons. If he can keep you out and zone you, he's good as hell. He's, like, really good. But once you get past his zoning, like, he relies heavily on down 1, 1, 1. And he doesn't have anything to really control neutral space. It's not like Cetrion where she's got back 1, forward 1, back 2. Like, Cetrion has buttons to use in the neutral, and she's got buttons to use up close. So she doesn't, like, if you get past her zoning, she can defend herself. Whereas Shang Tsung, he kind of struggles to defend himself if you get through his zoning. Let me catch up with chat before I do the next tier. Let's see, the fucking chain swing. We want Jade, come on. Oh, yeah, well, you're about to get Jade. Let's see, the juice. Cassie is too honest, no dirt. She's got dirt. I think she's got dirt. The fact that she could still stagger forward 4, and she still gets, like, resets. She's still got a standing reset. She's still got the mix-up off of her up kicks where she can meter burn or not meter burn, and you have to flawless block to blow up the meter burn. I think you're just underplaying your character is what it is. It's so annoying, that backhand shit that she does. Yeah, fucking, what is that, back 2? That shit's really good. Devora can kill you with chip damage only. Yeah, but that's the thing, is she doesn't even have to do that. Warlock is pussy shit. Yeah, he's the second best zoner in the game. Cetrion's the best zoner in the game. I think Cassie is fine just as she is. Yeah, I think she's good. What's good about Frost? I need tips. I already said 11 frame mid, right? So she doesn't have to worry about the jailing nonsense. Hit confirmable for full combo. A special move that you can meter burn for full combo punish. And it's safe. Even if you just want a hunga bunga, it's safe. She has a dive kick. That's unsafe. But it's a dive kick that hits low. So, like, and if she does the low one, it's still fucking safe. I think, isn't it like -4 or something if she hits it like max range? But, like, Frost has every tool. Her only weakness is her low damage and her high execution. Like, unless you really, like, focus on, like, your execution, you'll drop a lot of combos with Frost before you actually start getting them down. And, like, her damage output is really, really low. But the fact that she has the utility for, like, everything in Variation 3, like, there's no range where she struggles. None. She can fight up close. She can fight in the mid-range. She can fight at long range. She can fight at full screen. Like, she has no weakness. Like, no weak range. But it's just, yeah, she's got to open you up a lot of times because her damage is so low. See, Kasana zone's good too. Her zoning is all right. It's mediocre. It's not as good as Cetrion's, and it's not as good as Shang's. OP, what are you smoking? Glow kick on block is an easy punish. Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you're looking for the flawless block to stop it, then that means you're not punishing glow kick because you're holding it, waiting for the flawless block. Just came in. No, it's all right. It's all right. My bad, dude. I didn't know you just came in. But, yeah, Frost is really, really good. She's really, really good. I think everybody's underplaying her. The thing about the NetherRealm community is, like, everybody but Sonic Fox downplays their character. Like, basically, me and Sonic Fox are the only people that don't downplay their character. Like, Sonic Fox is like, yeah, Joker's cheap. He's super cheap. I think he's the cheapest character in the game. I'm going to win a tournament. And I'm like, yeah, Kung Lao is cheap. I think he's the cheapest character in the game. That's my main. But everybody else downplays their character. Like, oh, my character's not good. And blah, blah, blah. It's like, shut up. Fucking hit the lab and get good. Your character's good. Every character can win a tournament. Every character. Like, every character can win Evo. If you can't win Evo with your character, then you need to practice. I think every character can win Evo. However, these next characters, right? You could win Evo, but it's not going to be as easy. This is B tier. Let me set. Are we still back on? Yeah, we are still on tier list maker. So, B tier. We've got, and these are the characters I think are the best of B tier. First, Sindel, Spawn, Scrub Zero. Those are the best of B tier. And then everybody else. Actually, no, fuck that guy. Jade, Kotana, Nightwolf, Scropian, Scarlet, Sonya, and Cobal. And then C tier. What the fuck? Just kind of good. We have these characters. So I'll explain. So B tier, these are characters that are good. You can, like I said, you could win Evo with these characters, but their weaknesses, the reason why I have them there is that their weaknesses are very easily exploited, except for Spawn. Spawn I'll cover, I put him in the beginning because I'm going to cover him very specifically. But these are characters whose weaknesses get exploited by the top tiers. And if you look at the top tiers, you have Jackie, Johnny, Cetrion, Liu Kang, Kung Lao. All of these characters either have a fast mid or can zone. Pretty much everybody has a fast mid, and Cetrion is the best zoner in the game. All these characters in B tier do not have good mids, and that is the problem. So with Sindel, I think Sindel is actually the best of this tier. And the reason being is that in Variation 3, she can zone and counter zone. So you don't have to worry about not having a fast mid. Because she can keep you out and keep you at the range she wants you to be. She can mix you up. Her mix-ups are all right. They're mostly a gimmick, but they're not terrible. They work. It's just, once you get in on Sindel, she has to land a down one. If she doesn't land a down one, you're fucked. Like, she's just going to sit there and have to hold your pressure. She can't fight her way out. She doesn't have a fast mid. Her fastest mid is forward 4, right? Isn't it 14 frames? That's getting stuffed. You're getting mashed on. She's getting mashed on, so she has to land a down 1 into a 1-1 and then go from there. But that gives you 2 opportunities to escape. If she hits down 1 and you block it, her turn is over. Offense done. If she hits the down 1, she can either hit you with 1-1 or grab. But if you block, her turn is over. Or if she goes for a grab and you read it, because Sindel's rely heavily on grabs because she doesn't have a good mid. If you read the grab, you get blown up. So it doesn't, like, if she hits a down 1, she's still not, like, she's not out of the fucking water yet. She's still in deep water. She's got to get 2 guesses to get you off of her. 2 good reads to get you off of her. And to get her offense started and to actually start doing things. That's not good. It's not good when you have Jackie who just says, I don't give a shit. If you do a down 1, my forward 3 low crushes it, and my 1-1 makes me plus, so I can just hit you with a down 3 and jail you into my shit. So don't you dare push a button, right? Johnny Cage can do basically the same thing. He can do down 1 rising star. Oh, you know, like Johnny Cage plays her better in the neutral, I believe. Because from the range where she would want to hit forward 2, Johnny Cage should backdash and zone. So, but like Sindel can fight that, at least in Variation 3. In Variation 1, it's gimmicks. It's all gimmicks. Like the hair flip, it's hard to react online. Very easy to react offline. You do a hair flip and I read it, you're eating 30%. Like you do a haircut, the uppercut combo extender. If you didn't hit confirm that, which you can hit confirm it. You can hit confirm off forward 4. But if you do that shit and you didn't hit confirm, you just went unga bunga, yeah, you're losing 30%. Like, she's definitely got weakness. Her weakness is she doesn't have a good mid. If she had a good mid, she would definitely be competitive. Like, they just need to make her back 3, like 11 frames instead of 19. Then she can compete. Then she could do stuff. A tier Spawn my ass. Okay, again. Here's the reason why I put Spawn in this tier. Because Spawn is new and we haven't seen much out of him. I'm not saying that he's not good. He may even be A or S tier. I don't think he's S tier. But he may be A tier. But because he's so new and we literally have never seen a tournament with Spawn. Spawn has never been used in an offline tournament. Spawn got announced. His trailer was at Final Kombat. Boom, smack dab in the middle of coronavirus. Spawn is released and everybody's in quarantine. We've never seen Spawn in tournament. He's got potential, but I'm not going to put him in A tier on potential. I'm not going to do it. Like, you could sit there and theory craft all day, but until someone can actually show that it works, I'm going to say that he's good You can win a tournament with him theoretically, but I'm not going to put him in the upper echelon just yet. I want to see how he deals with the rest of the cast. So far, Variation 3 looks to be his strongest variation, but it's also one of the most boring variations. Variation 2, the one with the combo extender, is fun because I find combos to be fun, and I find not doing combos to be boring. So if you don't care about combos and you just don't want to do like high-low mix-ups, then Spawn is a character for you. Variation 3 is his best variation. It's been proven in my mind. I didn't think so, but time and time again, the only Spawns who can beat me consistently are the Variation 3 ones, and it's always because of the mix-ups. So he's got mix-ups, he's got low damage, he's got no combos. I would think if I were going to put Spawn anywhere, just based on theory crafting and not results, I would put him around the same spot as Noob Saibot. But rather than, like, in fact, I would say that Spawn is just a better Noob Saibot. He's Noob Saibot with mix-ups. He's got the same, like, long-range normals that he can easily hit confirm into fucking special move, into fucking meter burn for, like, 25% of your health, easily. Like, so execution isn't a problem in Variation 3. But he also has mix-ups. He just doesn't have a teleport. But he has a better projectile. So, like, Spawn is basically a better version of Noob Saibot. The only reason why I don't put Spawn up there is because we've never seen Spawn in a tournament. We've at least seen Honeybee get top 16s with Noob Saibot. So that's the reasoning there. Baraka should have been A tier. No, not at all. Spawn is B. Like I explained. I put Spawn in B because we've never seen him in tournament. Like I would put Spawn in another tier as just question mark. Right? Let me do that. I'll do that. Right? How do I make another arrow below? Fuck you. Right? I'm gonna name this one. I can't name it. Fuck you. We don't know. There, now Spawn's not on the tier list at all. You fucked up. I was at least going to say he's B tier. Now he's not even on the tier list. Spawn is in a tier all his own. We don't know anything about how Spawn's going to play. We have theories. We have online. But online and theories don't matter. Like, if you're trying to go to a tournament and you are not on the cutting edge of the meta and you're spending $1,000 to go to that tournament, like, are you going to run the risk of playing a character that may or may not end up being good? I think he's viable to win a tournament, but I'm not going to put him in the top tier. Not until I see someone do something with him. When somebody gets a top 8 with Spawn, then I'll be like, yeah, dude, he's A tier. Till then, no. He's in a tier all by himself because you guys kept bitching. Sub-Zero, I put him in good. What's his name? Conquer. Like, he did good in Final Kombat with Sub-Zero, and he didn't abuse online tactics. So even without, like, online, Sub-Zero is stupid. If you've ever beaten me with Sub-Zero and it was online, you didn't beat me. Okay? You can't react to the overhead online. Offline, you will not hit me with that. I will punish you. You will die. Like, it's so reactable offline. So the fact that Conquer was able to make Sub-Zero work without abusing forward 2, he did use it, but he used it wisely. And when he did use it, it did hit. So, like, it was never, like, an issue of it being punished. So, the fact that, I think it was Conquer, right? The fact that he was able to make Sub-Zero work in Final Kombat and get to Final Kombat with Sub-Zero and not abuse it means that you can win tournaments and you can go far as a MK professional player with Sub-Zero. Like, but he's not cheap. He doesn't have a good mid. I've already covered on YouTube what I think they need to do to fix Sub-Zero. Let's see, overhead slide, overhead ice ball, overhead slide. Overhead slide is reactable offline. You could block overhead slide easily offline. It's not hard. Online, that shit is just basically guaranteed. Like, you're not blocking that. Offline or online. Offline, if we were to play in an offline tournament, you're not hitting that shit. I'm gonna punish you. You're gonna die. Because the second overhead, right, 4-2-4 is reactable. You could see that overhead coming and fuzzy it. It's fuzzyable. So you're not hitting. You have to hit confirm. Can't hit confirm forward 2. You just got to dial it in and hope it works. And again, I fought Sub-Zeros in tournaments who tried that same shit. Overhead slide, overhead forward 2-4, all of that shit. Reacted, blew it up every time. Every time. Like, you're not opening someone up. You basically have to... You have to make a hard read and just know that they're looking for a grab or something to hit that. And even then, at the highest level of reaction time, like Sonic Fox will react to it 9 times out of 10. You may catch him with 1 or 2, but 1 or 2 forward 2s isn't going to be what it takes to win. Without forward 2, Sub-Zero's weakness is he has shitty mids. Mids. Everybody says that Sub-Zero make his back 1 a mid, but I've already explained why that would just break the character. To make Sub-Zero work, they need to make his overhead 17 frames. Make forward 2 17 frames. Now he plays the same online and offline. He's consistent across the board, right? Because right now, with Sub-Zero, you're looking at 2 different characters. You're looking at online Sub-Zero and you're looking at offline Sub-Zero. Online Sub-Zero is God tier. Offline Sub-Zero is a joke. If you made his overhead unreactable to where you literally have to guess, now Sub-Zero plays exactly the same online and offline, so your matchup experience will carry over. And people that beat you with Sub-Zero online, those are legit wins, because the same thing would have happened offline if you can't react to it. And that's why I think Sub-Zero is the only character I don't think needs a good mid. If they made his overhead unseeable, he doesn't need a mid. He can just mix you up with those and like beat you with that. And I would put him in the top tier. He would be in the top 5. I would actually, if Sub-Zero's overhead was unseeable, I'd say he's better than Kung Lao. By far. I'd drop Kung Lao to play Sub-Zero with an unseeable overhead. I could catch people with that thing if it were unseeable. But as it is, he has no mid. His overhead is seeable and reactable, so he has to rely on jailing. Puts him in B tier. All these characters have to rely on jailing. They don't have a good mid, except for Cabal. But Cabal's other weakness, I'll get to him. But every other character has to rely on jailing. Well, Cabal and Jade are the 2 that don't have to rely on jailing. Next we have Baraka. Same thing. Has to rely on jailing. He has to land a down 1. And the problem is Baraka actually wants to be played up close. I don't know who designed this character, but they fucking got it wrong. He's a close range character who doesn't have a good mid. He has to hit you with a down 1 and jail into 1-1, which means you have to get 2 good reads in order to get your offense off for a character that's supposed to be played up close. It boggles my mind who thought that was a good idea. That's why most Barakas just zone. Whenever you fight a Baraka, what do they fucking do? They fucking blade spark all day. Blade spark. They don't want to get in close because they know they have to rely on the jailing. And they know that if they just fucking blade spark, they can at least win off zoning. His zoning is strong enough to where like his close range game being kind of a joke can carry him. But you saw the best Baraka in the world is Tweety. And Tweety dropped the character very fucking quickly. Because he realized, like, yo, if I stick with this character, I'm going to have an uphill battle. When you have the best player for that character in the world saying, yeah, I don't want to play that character anymore, the character has problems. Problems. Because Tweety didn't pick Baraka because Baraka was good. He picked Baraka because he wanted to play Baraka. He picked Garrus because Garrus is good. He didn't want to play Garrus. He wanted to play Baraka. His loyalty and his fanboyism is for Baraka. If Baraka was good, he wouldn't have dropped Baraka. But he did, because his livelihood depended on winning tournaments, and he knew that it was going to be tough to win tournaments. It was possible, but it was going to be tough. And when you got to eat, and I got to do good in this tournament to eat, I'm going to take the easiest path. The easiest path for him was Garrus. That's telling. That's telling. Next, we have Jade. Jade doesn't have to rely on jailing. Jade has back 3. I think isn't back 3 9 frames? So she doesn't have to rely on jailing. The problem with Jade is just 2 problems, right? 2 problems. Low damage, like very low damage. And almost everything is unsafe. Like, she's high risk, low reward, and low damage. And her zoning isn't even that good. Like, I would understand her being that low damage and that unsafe if her zoning was, like, as good as Cetrion's. But it's all right. Like, it gets the job done. It's not bad. She's not a terrible zoner, but she's not the best zoner. She's not as good as Shang. She's not as good as Cetrion. Jade sits firmly in the realm of counterpick. You getting zoned out by Cetrion or Shang Tsung, pick Jade, zone them out. Counterpick them. Her other two variations rely on gimmicks. Variation 3 has really, really good pressure. I think variation 3 is the strongest rushdown variation with the staff slam. She could just do that and pressure you with that and stay in close. But again, her damage output is really, really low. You can play her safe, so you don't have to worry about her being risky in that variation, but her damage output's really low. So whereas you look at the top tiers, let me scroll back up. Like, Johnny Cage can get 25% with 1 bar. He touches you 4 times, you're dead. Jackie can get 30% with 1 bar. She touches you like 3 times, you're dead. Cetrion can zone. Again, Jade is a counter pick for Cetrion. I think Jade does good against Cetrion. Liu Kang, like Kung Lao, like all these characters out damage Jade and have equal pressure. Like Jade's variation 3 can pressure just as good as the characters in the top tier. But when she gets a hit, her damage output is shit. So why would I pick Jade and work hard and pressure, and then finally get a hit and like barely get 20%? When I can pick fucking Jackie and get 30% for doing the exact same thing. So her zoning is like mediocre. It's not bad. It's not great. Her second variation is like super high risk unga bunga pressure, but like everything can be blown up. The only thing that's safe is the cartwheel, which leads to nothing. Like now you have to block, right? She can get plus frames off the run if she meter burns into shadow kick, but that's a high. Duck it. If she does the run and then cancels, try to grab you, it's also a high. You duck it. The only thing that she has off the run cancel to stop the duck is the pole vault, which is slow. So you can neutral duck and when she runs and then confirm the pole vault and block it. And then like she's safe. Can't really punish it, but it turns over. Her pressure's done. Everything that she has to keep her pressure going in her second variation, you just neutral duck. It's a gimmick. Like literally that variation is, do you know how to neutral duck? Do you? Okay, then she's not that bad. You don't? Okay, well then she can kind of walk all over you. So yeah, like her 2 best variations are going to be 1 and 3, but like if you ever get a life lead on Jade, she has a hard time making a comeback, and that's what keeps her out of the top tier. Like she's just going to struggle to get a comeback. Like she's absolutely an avalanche like snowball effect character. If she gets the life lead, she can run away all day, or she can pressure you all day and just keep going, right? But if you ever get the life lead on her, she's fucked. She's so fucked because she has to make so many good guesses to like get you. And if she tries to use mix-ups to open you up, like all those mix-ups are unsafe. The overheads are all unsafe. They're punishable. So if she's losing and she's trying to use her overheads to catch up the damage gap, and they're seeable and they're reactable, and you react to them and you block them, well, now she's taking full combo punish and the health lead gap just widens. Like, it's not good. It's not good. Next we have Katana. Highborn is good. Actually, I should move Highborn up. So I put Katana in B tier because I play Fanfare. Fanfare's B tier. Highborn is good. Highborn is definitely A tier. She's got a 10 frame advancing mid. It's kind of difficult to stagger it. The problem with Katana is you just jump out of all her shit and nothing will catch a jump. Nothing. If you jump out of Katana, like you just get a combo. So like Katana has to keep jumping and keep you on the ground. And if she can keep you on the ground, in Highborn, she'll just chip you to death. Like Fanfare, she does big damage, but she's so easily countered by jumping. By every character. She does back 2, right? The back 2, 3, 1. And you were jumping. Like, say she uses that as a meaty and you were jumping. The back 2 hits. You fucking fall out. And then the fucking 3-1 whiff. And you get up before she finishes the string. And you full combo punish her for trying to jump on wake up. Same thing with back 1. Like, a lot of her strings have that problem. If you jump, Like, you just get out of her shit, and she'll hit you, she'll clip you, but you'll get up and punish her before her string is over. Because Katana, all of her strings, they can't be hit confirmed. They have to be dialed, right? Like 4-2-3-4 has to be dialed. 4-2-2-2 has to be dialed. 4-2-2-2 will catch jumps, but it's unsafe, so she takes a risk. Like, she has to read that you're going to jump, and it's still slow. Back one, you can jump out of back one stuff, and the scissor kicks or whatever will whiff, and you just punish her. Like, that's her only problem. And the thing is, in Highborn, at least she can default to zoning to cover that. And also, like, Highborn wants you to block. She just chips you. So, like, if you block, then she just chips you to death. If you jump, she'll just back off and start zoning until she can get back into her Highborn nonsense. So, like, Highborn is competitive. It's just boring, dude. Who wants to do back 2-3-1 Adenian Razors, back 2-3-1 Highborn stance 1, fucking the grab. Like, back 2-3-1, back 1-4 Adenian Razors, back 1 Adenian Razors, down 1 Adenian Razors, down 1, back 1 Adenian Razors. Like, it's fucking boring. It's a boring ass character, but I'm not gonna lie that it's effective. Like, Katana Highborn is good. Fanfare, not so good, but Fanfare at least can get big damage. She hits hard, but she only hits hard if you don't ever jump. Next we have Nightwolf. Nightwolf is like the most mediocre, boring, middle of the road character in the entire game. What is Nightwolf's best thing? Down 3-1-1. Down 3 is cheap. It's so fast, it interrupts everything. It gives him like 1,000,000+ frames of advantage. And 1-1, like, you have to respect the 1-1 because you can confirm that into full combo. So, like, Nightwolf can literally just down 3-1-1, down 3-1-1, down 3, down 3-1-1, down 3-1-1, 4-2 because you were so scared of the down 3. But, like, everybody could do that. Like, again, he's got a decent mids, but his fastest mid is back 3, and it has no range, so he's got to be in your face, right? He's got to be in your face to hit back 3, back 3-4, but you could hit confirm it into a combo. Like, his advancing mids, forward 1 and back 1, they're a little on the slow side, so you can't really use them up close. Like, you'll get mashed on. So, like, you end up just kind of fishing for down 3s and back 3s, and if one of them hits, like, if back 3 hits, you hit confirm into full combo. If down 3 hits, you jail into 1-1 or you do a grab. He gets Oki off of his forward grab. Like, he's not bad, but he's just so bland. Like, there's nothing about the character of Nightwolf is terrible, but nothing about him is good to where I could be like, oh yeah, dude, I'm going to wreck you. I could do this all day and you can't do nothing about it. There's nothing he has that you're just like, oh shit, like, they have to respect this. Like, every character above him, they have to respect. You have to respect something. Devora has an unblockable that loops into another unblockable. So you have to respect her when she gets in the range where she could safely put out bugs. Like, there's a point where you're scared of Devora. There's a point where you're scared of Joker. You're never scared of Nightwolf. You're just like, fuck, dude, I'm tired of eating down 3s. That's it. That's it. He's got down 3 and grab and 1-1 and a couple of decent mids that are very, very specific and situational. So, like, he has nothing that makes him stand out. But he's not bad. He's not bad by any means. You can win with Nightwolf. You're going to win with fundamentals. Like, you have to win with really good neutral play. You have to basically be better than your opponent. You can't fall back on something cheap. Scorpion, any variation other than Reborn, so Searing Rage and Burning Spectre are exactly the same as Nightwolf. You're doing down 3-1-1, down 3-1-1, down 3-1-1. Like, there's nothing, like, spectacular about either of those variations. He's got forward 3 that he can stagger into grab, but again, most characters have some sort of mid that they can stagger into grab. Forward 3 is not fast enough. It's like, what, 13 frames or something like that? So you'll get mashed on if you do it up close. Like, the only reason why they'll not mash and respect the forward 3 is because of the crushing blow after forward 3-4. But once you hit that crushing blow, I'll just mash every time I block a forward 3. Because if I get hit by the 4, you already hit me with a crushing blow, so your damage output isn't going to lead to anything. Like, yeah, in Searing Rage, you can go for the overhead low. But if I block those, it's unsafe. You die. You can't play it safe. You just basically got to roll the dice. So, like if you hit me with that once, I'm going to start looking for it. There's no mix-up off of it in Searing Rage. And in Burning Spectre, Misery Blade, like the only option that's unseeable is the low. You can react to the overhead. The mid that's safe has shit range. You're not landing it off of like, there's very few things where you're actually going to land that thing. Most of the time it's just going to whiff. The low is unseeable. The overhead is seeable. So like basically if you go into Misery Blade stance, in order to be safe, you either have to be right on top of them and hit them with the mid or cancel, which the cancel can be punished too. Everything is punished. So like basically I'm just going to block low. I'm going to block low and confirm the overhead and react to it and punish the overhead. And offline, you can do that. You can absolutely do that. Like, it's a gimmick. It's online tactics. If you're losing to Burning Spectre online, it's the same shit as Sub-Zero. It's just because it's unreactable online. Otherwise, it's not very good. Like, Reborn is the one that's good because at least he can delete neutral by teleport canceling. Instead of sitting there and saying, oh, fuck, man, I'm fighting Noob Saibot, and he's got 4-2-2, and he has all these good normals, you just be like, nah, fuck you, teleport, deal with my down one. Down one or grab, or maybe I'll shimmy him back one. I can do stuff. I can ignore your neutral by teleport canceling. Or I could do something unsafe. I do back 1-4, teleport cancel, oh, shit, fuck, you blocked, and I didn't hit confirm, whatever. Cancel with the fucking runaway teleport, the one where he doesn't go behind you, he just runs away farther. Just do that. So like Reborn, you have options. You have utility to keep yourself safe. You still don't have like good tools to fight aggressive. He doesn't have good tools to fight long ranged. He can counter zone, but like that's it. Like he's just kind of boring. At long range, like you're just throwing spears and fishing for a teleport, which I'm just going to walk in. I'm just going to crouch walk in. Like I'm not even going to bother with zoning you. Like in the mid range, he's really fucking good. Up close, doesn't have a good mid. You mash on him, you blow up everything he does. So, like, basically, Scorpion is going to do what Nightwolf is doing. Mashing out down ones and down threes and hoping to jail into 1-1. I mean, it's not a bad tactic. It can work. You can win with it. But it's not like other characters can't do that. Next, we have Scarlet. Scarlet's zoning isn't as good as Shang Tsung and Cetrion. And her close range isn't good at all. Like, she doesn't have any good mids. She has to rely on jailing. Her mid range is really, really good. Like, she probably has the best mid range besides Noob Saibot and Spawn. But, like, the problem is, like, she has one good range and two bad ranges, right? Two bad ranges, whereas a lot of the characters above her can fight at two different ranges. So whatever is her bad range, just get there. Just go there. And like, so like if you're like the way I fight Scarlet with Kung Lao, right? She's really bad up close. She's better than me from long range, but I can deal with her zoning. Her zoning it's all right. It's not great. Her mid range is where I have problems. So I stand just outside of mid range. I throw a hat. I get frame advantage. I dash in. Now I'm inside. Now she has to deal with me. And that's how I approach that match. I'm just looking to hit her with a hat toss from outside of her whip range or sword range or whatever the fuck blood shit she's trying to do. I stand just outside of that. She throws one out. I hit her with a hat. I dash in. Now I'm where I need to be. And I think every character can do that. Like every character can do that. Shang Tsung just stands right outside of her weapon range. Hits her with a fireball. Back dashes. Now I'm zoning. Shang Tsung will outzone Scarlet because her projectiles are really, really slow. She can't get them out on screen as fast as Shang Tsung. Like, every character above her can fight at two different ranges. Scarlet can fight at one, and that's it. And then, like, if she can't keep you there, she's in trouble. So, it's kind of difficult. Sonya, like, she's a one-dimensional zoner. Like, she can zone as well as other characters. She can zone almost as well as Shang Tsung, but, like, she's kind of one-dimensional with it. Like, Shang Tsung has different projectiles he can choose, whereas Sonya has onion rings and robot. And that's it. So, like, her onion rings are fast, so she can kind of spam it, and that's boring and lame and kind of stupid that they made her that way. And she has decent mix-ups up close. The problem is her mids suck. She has, like, one good mid that's fast, but it has no range. All of her shit that has, like, good range is highs, so you just mash on her. You can ask Moomin Rider. He's picked up Sonya recently, and he's starting to do well with her, but he's getting the same frustration as every other character in this tier. He's just like, dude, like, you get mashed on. You get mashed on, and you have to respect it. If they get in close, you block, and you try and find a way to get out of it. And, like, it sucks. That's going to keep her from being in the upper echelons. I don't think her zoning is good enough compared to Shang or Cetrion. And I don't think that her rushdown gets mashed on. She doesn't have a good mid. That's pretty much it with Sonya in all variations. Ringmaster is the one that's good. The other one is like, it's all right. The parries, Ringmaster's good. It'll get the job done, but you get mashed on. And your zoning is only going to keep him out for so long. Cabal is the only character in this like tier that has a decent mid. Cabal is here because he gets countered by zoning so hard. Dude, if Cabal can't like harass you with back 1 and forward 2 and be in that range, like close range, he's got forward 4, 9 frame mid, so he can kind of ignore the whole jailing thing. It's not safe to continue the string, but you're pretty much using forward 4 to just stop their mashing. So he can stop mashing and not have to rely on a jail to stop mashing. And then when he gets out a little bit further, right outside of crouch poke range, he's got back 1, he's got forward 2, he's got shit to deal with that range. He can hold his own there. But once you get beyond that range and you go to long range and you start dealing with zoning, Cabal can zone, right? So if Cabal's fighting Kung Lao, he can zone Kung Lao. But if Cabal is fighting Liu Kang, Cabal is getting zoned. He gets zoned hard, and he has to fight so hard to get in. Like, Cabal he struggles so much with zoning that, like, I have a hard time putting him in A tier. I think he's good. I think you could win a tournament with him. But, like, to me, it was telling watching Vendetta, who plays Johnny Cage, fight Cabal, being played by Love Thoughts. And Love Thoughts had to switch to the 50-50 variation and basically dash in 50-50 in order to beat Vendetta, which tells me that he couldn't beat him in the neutral, and he's not zoning Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage will zone him. So the only thing Cabal could do to beat Vendetta's Johnny Cage is pick the variation with 50-50s, dash in, and flip a coin and pray. And in every guess, he guessed right and ended up winning the match. But when you have one of the people that's regarded as one of the best Cabals having to resort to that kind of play style to beat Johnny Cage, who is undisputedly in the top tier, that's telling. That's telling. Like, that tells a story. Cabal struggles against the top tiers, and it's a top tier that can zone. Cabal struggles against Cetrion. He will struggle against Liu Kang. The only characters in the top tier that I think Cabal does like even with is Kung Lao and Jackie. And the problem is Kung Lao and Jackie are really good fighting up close. So if they get in close, they're better at that range than Cabal, which is one of Cabal's stronger ranges. And they outclass him in that range. So all they have to do is get in close, and now Cabal's going to struggle again. He's got to find a way to shimmy out into back 1 range. But other than that, like if Cabal had a way to deal with zoning, I'd put him in A tier. But he doesn't. Bottom tier. These characters, again, can still win a tournament. You can win Evo with these characters, except Kronika. Kronika's bottom tier because she's not in the game. But Aaron Black and Shao Kahn, I'm with the unanimous agreement that they're the worst characters in the game. Aaron Black, the problem is back 222 has to be dialed in and it's unsafe. And without Scud Shot, he can't he can't keep himself safe. And he doesn't have anything in the neutral to fish for, to like everything else he has in the neutral is really, really slow. So like Noob Saibot's going to interrupt him. Like Noob Saibot doesn't have to like whiff punish Aaron Black. He just interrupts him. You can interrupt Aaron Black on almost everything other than back 2. Even forward 4. You can interrupt forward 4. Guys, look at this shit. Let me pull this shit up. Like you could jab forward 4 for full combo. Nice. One of Aaron Black's best tools. You could jab him out of it for full combo. The only thing Aaron Black has going for him is his pokes are godlike. His down 3 and his down 4 and his down 1 are godlike. They're like some of the best pokes in the game. But again, like if you want to try and win Evo with pokes, Aaron Black's the character for you. But that doesn't make it easy. Let me show you guys. Like, a lot of you guys probably don't know that you can do this. But, like, you can. Right? Back up. Back up. Jab. Jab. Look, I can combo. I can combo punish him. I can combo off of that. Let me time it right. I haven't practiced it in a while. But I can do forward one. There, I got it, but then I hit the fucking touchpad because of the PlayStation controller. Like, full combo punish. The slide is unsafe. That's death on block. But if you stand at this range, right? At this range or further, didn't have much except for dash. He's got drop kick. Jab him. Just jab. Combo. Punish. Done. Done. That's his best tool. Is that the dive kick? His best tool. Every character can punish that. Every character punishes it. Every character has a jab that they can convert into full combo off of that fucking thing. Every character in the game. So, like, his best tool, back 2-2-2, that's unsafe. Drop kick, that can be jabbed out of. And slide, that's unsafe. That's all he has in the neutral. Like, the character struggles. He's got problems. He could still win. Again, I think he could win. You could win Evo with Aaron Black. What's his name? Deoxys is still playing him, right? He's doing all right with Aaron Black. You can win with him, but it ain't easy. It ain't easy at all. And then after that, I'm not going to bring the tier list maker back up, is Shao Kahn. And Shao Kahn, like, his problems are well documented. Everybody agrees that he's the worst character in the game. I don't really need to go into detail as to why Shao Kahn is the worst character in the game. He can't jail off his down one. It's a one-frame link. That's fucking hard. You're not going to land that too often. So if he gets a down one, it's not even guaranteed that he gets a follow-up. He can't combo off of any of his mids. He doesn't have like fast mids. His fast mid is unsafe if he commits to the whole string. Like, he can't zone. Like, he's all right in the mid range, but every character above him in the tier list, most of those characters are just as good in the mid range. Scarlet's better than him in mid range. Noob Saibot is better than him in mid range. Like, his one strong range, everybody's just as good or better. That leaves him with two bad ranges. Close range, he's bad. Long range, he's bad. So, like, I don't know what that character's supposed to do. You could win with him, though. You could definitely win with him, but it ain't easy. It ain't easy. You're going to struggle to win with Shao Kahn. Every time. Every time. Every matchup, you will struggle with Shao Kahn. You have to be... That's why Video Games Yo is so respected. Because he's so much better than everybody else that he's able to win with Shao Kahn. And even then, he hasn't taken any... He hasn't won any tournaments. What's the variation? Yeah, it's True Kahn is the good one.
Sub-Zero.
Like, he hasn't won any tournaments with Shao Kahn. So, like, the best he's hit was, what, top 3? You could hit top 3 with Shao Kahn. But then once you get beyond that, like, you're going to struggle. Like, look at this shit. His down 1, hit advantage, plus 10. His standing 1, 9 frames. So to jail off a down 1 is a 1-frame link. Look, he's not even crouching, and the standing 1... Oh, okay, I got it there. His standing 1, it whiffs when you jail off someone that's standing. That's bad, right? His best mid is forward 3, 10 frame startup, right? But the follow-ups, forward 3-4, okay? -7, your turn is over. 4-3-4 grab, -16, it's punished. That's death on block. So basically, for a mid, you have this. That's it. You can do that. Like, you have this. That's, what, 12 frames? Back one is like 12 frames. 13 frames. So you're not going to be using that up close. You can use it from, like, back here. You could dial in charge off of this and unga bunga, right? You get that. But, like, there's nothing Shao Kahn has that other characters don't do better. And the things that every character has, Shao Kahn does not have. He cannot, like, he has no mids and he cannot jail. That's what makes him the worst character in the game. All the characters that were low tier didn't have mids, but they could at least jail. Shao Kahn can't even jail. He can't even jail. You get in on him, he's fucked. He has nothing. You get in on Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn, who's supposed to be the boss character of the game, can't fight at close range. Zoning, he can't fight. What is he at? This shit? Right? That shit? These two slow-ass projectiles, 26 frame startup. 26 frame startup. You're not zoning with that shit. No fucking way. What he has up close is fucking... Am I the wrong variation? Whatever. I'm not going to switch variations. Down one annihilation. That's the only thing he has. And that's unsafe. They block, you're dead. Death on block. That's why Shao Kahn's the worst character in the game. Like, in order to fix Shao Kahn, either allow him to jail, which I would rather him have forward. I would just say, like with Rufalmonger and everybody else that plays Shao Kahn, make forward 3-4, special cancelable. It even says here in practice mode, cancel advantage. Cancel, plus 24 if you cancel it. Why does it say I am plus 24 if I special move cancel it and I can't special move cancel it? So they originally were going to let it be special move cancelable and they forgot to remove, because you look at moves that you can't special cancel, right? Cancel advantage and A. Not applicable, not special cancelable. So they originally intended this to be special cancelable and then took it away at the last minute. I think they should just put it back in there. If that makes Shao Kahn a top 5 character, like if Shao Kahn ends up being top tier, I would be fine with that. I would rather watch Shao Kahn than like Garrus. I think Shao Kahn is more exciting and explosive to watch than Garrus. I think Shao Kahn is more exciting to watch than like a lot of characters. I wouldn't mind Shao Kahn being overpowered. If 4-3-4 made him overpowered, I'd be fine with I'd be fine with top 8s dominating with Shao Kahn using 4-3-4. Because I think that at least that play style is exciting to watch. He's in your face. He's fishing for combos. When he hits you, he makes you explode. That's cool. That's exciting to watch. He's not out here zoning. He's not sitting here throwing shit and that making him top tier like Cetrion. Like Jackie, people hate Jackie because she dominates tournaments, but nobody says that she's boring to watch. It's boring that it's another Jackie, but once she gets going, she's in your face, she's pressuring, she's doing combos, she makes people explode, and it's cool to have a villain like that, you know, like Jackie at least makes tournaments exciting. Shao Kahn having 4-3-4, if NetherRealm thinks that that would make him overpowered, I say let it rock. Let's just have Shao Kahn be overpowered. He's the Kahn of Outworld. In the lore, he's supposed to be overpowered. So, like, let him be overpowered. I would rather watch Shao Kahn fish for 4-3-4, like staggering 4-3, 4-3, 4-3-4, fishing for a combo, than, like, watch Shang Tsung, like, throw skulls and bodies at people. I'd rather watch Shang Tsung than Jade players just throw shurikens all day. Like, he's more exciting. Anyways, that is my tier list. I'm going to go and take a quick break because, like, my mouth is so dry. I need to go and, like, drink something. And I haven't taken a break. I've been streaming for 3 hours straight, and I usually take breaks every 2 hours. But I wanted to get through this tier list before taking a break. So I'm going to take 5, and then I'm going to catch up with the comments in chat, and we'll have the discussion, and then we'll figure it out from there. But, fuck, dude. My mouth, I got cotton mouth, man. I got cotton mouth, and I didn't even smoke no Wheezy. I didn't even get to smoke the Wheezy, and I got cotton mouth. So I'm taking a break, motherfucker.
Hey, so, if you, follow YouTube enough, you know that they like to put weird stuff all over the screen for the last 30 seconds. So this is gonna fill that space. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably right there and there. All over the place right now. Yeah, go ahead and click that stuff if you want. And that's 30 seconds.